So the UCL round of 16 draw has been made, and then Paris Saint-Germain will be playing Liverpool, Barcelona will be playing Benfica, Aston Villa will be playing Club Brugge, and then Dortmund will be playing Lille. Real Madrid will be playing Atletico Madrid. I think that's a good draw for both sides. I mean, they will be traveling a long distance to play themselves, and then Bayern Munich will be playing Liverpool. Another good draw for both clubs, and then PSV and Hoven will be playing Arsenal. Another good draw for Arsenal, and then Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. This is a draw that's actually going to be very clear. Some will be easy for some clubs, and then others are going to face a difficult challenge. Let's go through and analyze these particular matches and who I think is likely going to qualify for the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League this season. The road to Munich, very clear. And then you know your stance as to whether you'll be able to win against the club you've been paired with, or a lot of clubs are going to face challenges because some has been difficult this season, some has been a thorn in the flesh for other clubs, and then surprisingly, one club that I've had a good draw with, I mean, considering the club they've been paired with is Club Brugge. They've been paired with Aston Villa. Yes, Aston Villa have a lot of quality as compared to, they play in a more competitive league than Club Brugge that plays in the Belgian league. But this season they've been a revelation in the UEFA Champions League, both in the group stages and then in the playoff. So we are hoping at least they will be able to do something against Aston Villa, but the chances are not high at all. I mean, they are not favorites to win that particular match. So you subscribe to the channel, it's R16 Sports on YouTube. You subscribe and turn on post notification bell. So we'll be starting with the other bracket. So PSG, Liverpool, Club Brugge, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, PSV and Hoven and Arsenal are in the same lane. So they will play themselves to the semi-finals. And then Barcelona, Benfica, Dortmund, Lille. We have Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen, Feyenoord and then Inter Milan are also on the same lane. So a winner between Barcelona and then Bayern Munich, or Barcelona and then Benfica, will face Dortmund and then Lille, anyone who qualifies to the quarterfinals. So a winner in the Benfica-Barcelona match will face a winner in the Dortmund and then the Lille match. And then the winner in the Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen match will also face Feyenoord and Inter Milan, anyone who qualifies to the quarterfinals. In the bracket, we have PSG and then Liverpool. The winner in that particular match will face Club Brugge and then Aston Villa. So they will play themselves in the quarterfinals. And then the other bracket is Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Anyone who wins that encounter or that league will face PSV and Hoven and then Arsenal. So it's quite clear, I mean, where any of these clubs will be passing through in order to be able to reach the finals that we played in Munich. Now let's first talk of the PSG and then the Liverpool match. PSG didn't start the UEFA Champions League phase very well, but going forward, they gathered some momentum against PSG, against Manchester City. They came back and then they won that particular match. Dembele and João Neves did a very good job. But Liverpool has always, this season has been consistent with their form. I mean, their players has been playing at the highest level. We talk of Mohamed Salah, we talk of Cody Gakpo and then Luis Diaz. Their midfield round, Gravenberch has been a phenomenon for Liverpool this season. So the form of Liverpool has always been consistent, and going forward, especially PSG played the first leg at home at the Stade de France. Liverpool will travel to France and then they'll play, and then they'll come back home and then to be able to at least manage to qualify for the quarterfinals. So definitely Liverpool are favourites considering how consistent they've been, and then PSG inconsistent. I mean, Luis Enrique going forward has been able to develop a plan for players like Dembele to flourish in. We have Cavacilia too has also joined the team, and then they are actually playing well. But I don't think this is going to be. I don't think PSG have a chance in qualifying to the round of 16. I'm sorry, the quarterfinals. Liverpool starts before the beginning of this particular match. Liverpool are favourites. Now the next match in this particular bracket is Club Brugge and then Aston Villa. Both of them, let me see, Aston Villa, yes, have a name in the Champions League though, but Club Brugge, they are new in the Champions League, but they've been, as I already said, they've been a revelation this season in the UEFA Champions League. But it's been a long time we've seen Aston Villa in this stage of the UEFA Champions League. In this particular match, Aston Villa play in a more competitive league than Club Brugge. So definitely they have enough quality as compared to Club Brugge. So they start the match as favourites. They'll go to Belgium in the first leg and then they'll play the second leg in England. So I think Aston Villa to stands the chance of qualifying to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. But the most shaky and the most bit difficult draw, or in this particular bracket, is going to be the Real Madrid and the Atletico Madrid match. Real Madrid will play in home, and then Atletico Madrid will play the second leg at the Civitas Metropolitano. And then Atletico Madrid, in the last 5 matches they've played against Real Madrid in the Spanish La Liga, in all competitions, with the exception of the UEFA Champions League, Madrid always struggle against Atletico Madrid, and that is, obvious. In recent matches, Real Madrid has played against Atletico Madrid. But mind you, this is the UEFA Champions League, and the last time Real Madrid met Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, Madrid eliminated Atletico Madrid. They've played in the UEFA Champions League final twice in the last 10 years, and Madrid has won those 2 finals. So this fixture, you can make case of Atletico Madrid being a stubborn side to Real Madrid. But in the UEFA Champions League, Madrid are always Madrid. And I don't think Atletico Madrid is going to be a more tougher opponent, or they are going to stand the chance of Real Madrid in going to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. So especially with Madrid, Mbappe getting his form we used to know back, they played against Manchester City, and then they destroyed and humiliated Manchester City in the playoff. So it's definitely going to be a match I think Real Madrid has stand the chance of qualifying to the quarterfinals. Now PSV, Eindhoven, and Arsenal. PSV in the Dutch league, they are the kingpins in the Dutch league, yes, but Arsenal too does not have any rich history in the UEFA Champions League. But talking of the quality both teams have, talking of the league both teams play, Arsenal easily, you see, they have the chance of qualifying. But Arsenal always flatter to deceive, especially in the UEFA Champions League, especially in European trophies, in European competitions. So you can't just stick your leg out and say Arsenal are easily going to qualify, even though they stand the chance. But it's actually going to be tricky. They'll go to Netherlands and they'll play the first leg, and then they'll come back to the Emirates Stadium, and then the second leg, that's where it will be played. So yes, Arsenal stand the chance of qualifying to the quarterfinals, but it's a very tricky game. Barcelona and Benfica. Barcelona played Benfica in the league phase of the UEFA Champions League, and it ended in a 4-3 on aggregate, like 4-3 goal, like that was a 7-goal trailer. So this match produced a lot of goals, and now we are going to watch these 2 teams in the round of 16 again. Are they going to be more stubborn as to how they displayed in the league phase that they played in the UEFA Champions League, or this time Barcelona can just find their way out and qualify? Benfica will always be a stubborn side, because I remember the first Champions League season under Xavi, they've already lost 3-0 to Benfica, and then the second leg they drew goalless. So they've always been stubborn. And then recently they were a bit stubborn. They took Rafinha's last-minute goal to secure a win for FC Barcelona. So I think it's going to be a difficult match. Benfica playing home at the start the Dalou Stadium, and then Barcelona coming back to the Olympic Stadium to play the return match. Yeah, Barcelona stand the chance of qualifying. Now Dortmund and then Lille. Dortmund stand the chance of qualifying. Yes, they are a bit favorites. Yeah. And then Bayern Munich, Liverpool. One good game. Both teams will not travel a long distance to play themselves. Both teams will not travel a long distance. It's going to be either a bus trip. So, but with the history of Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League, Bayern Leverkusen does not have that. Even last season in the Europa League final with Atalanta, they lost with Ademola Lookman's masterclass. So with the history of Bayern Munich, but mind you, this season in the UEFA Champions League with Vincent Kompany has not been the Bayern Munich we have been talking about for the past 3-4 seasons. Bayern Munich, Vincent Kompany does not have that experience, and there are always doubts. Like we always doubt them when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, and then even in big matches for Bayern Munich. So this makes Vincent Kompany is the person who makes this game a bit difficult for Bayern Munich. Yes, Xabi Alonso last season had a very good run. This season has continued, and he has been consistent with the team both in the UEFA Champions League and then in the German Bundesliga. So irrespective of Bayern having a little bit or a slight advantage in this particular match, with their history, with what they've done, their pedigree in the UEFA Champions League, they'll write Bayern Leverkusen off with their squad, with their quality, and then with their coach. Feyenoord and Inter Milan. Inter Milan conceded only 1 goal in the league phase of the UEFA Champions League. Feyenoord, they are a good team though. They eliminated AC Milan in the playoffs, but Inter Milan are likely to qualify. So this is the league phase, and then this is how it's going to be. Who do you think will qualify? Drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Albert Sports. Yes, so to me, Liverpool stand the chance of qualifying. Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Barcelona, Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan. That's what the clubs are